Welcome to All Pro Football Data. My name is Jim Coburn. In today's episode, we're talking about running back pre draft data profile on Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty. Um, he is a really interesting running back in this particular draft class. In the 2025 NFL draft class, again, we're kind of moving forward a little bit, but this could also be sort of a get you ready for the season type of video. But we're going to look at all of his data. He is one of the best running backs in this next particular draft class. And a lot of times, what a player tested like before the actual season starts is oftentimes what they actually are going to be at the next level. They might be a little better, a little worse, but most of the time, what they are right now is pretty much what to expect from them going forward into the season. So, for example, last year, I had Caleb Williams, J.J. McCarthy, Drake May, and Jada Daniels as the top five quarterbacks in that particular draft class. So that just kind of tells you, like, hey, the data can kind of pick players early, so you don't have to wait a whole year to kind of get to that. But anyways, so I digress. Let's get to the data here. So if you're new to the channel, new to the stuff that I do, offensive market share production scores, you can kind of learn more about that here. The reason why we have a darker background is because some people felt like some of my videos were a little too bright. Let me know in the comment section below if you like the way the videos were before, or if you like them a little bit darker in terms of the brightness here. But looking at his data here for running backs, he has very good total offensive market share production, elite receiving market share, and near elite touchdown market share. So all of those marks are within the All Pro, Pro Bowl area for the most part. And then, of course, when you get to his efficiency scores, which is another area that was really impressive, fantastic efficiency in terms of his touchdowns per touch, yards per reception, yards per touch. All those areas are fantastic for Ashton in many ways. And then when you get to his adjusted production traits, adjusted production takes a look at age, strength of schedule, strength of team, all those different kind of areas. And when you look at his production here, great age score. MSA rating is a little bit less. So again, 80.17. A lot of that is because of his level of competition. He played at Boise State and played at Alabama or like a really big time FBS program. But the pass score, which again takes into account everything from his strength of schedule, strength of team, all that kind of stuff, and efficiency, that really pushes him up a lot. 98 percentile for that in many ways. In terms of his comparables, so I went back and looked at all the running backs that tested similar to Jeanty from a data perspective. And these are the list of running backs right here. Saquon Barkley's on here, James Conner, Royce Freeman, Reggie Bush, Ronnie Harmon, and Natroin Means. Now, the colors for these prospects, uh, the dark green color is a 90 percentile back, so these are backs that were 90% better than all NFL running backs. The green color represents 80 percentile or better. The blue color, like the lighter blue color, represents at least above average, so like in the 50 to 70 range in terms of their production at the NFL level. And then Genetti's dark green color just represents he's a rookie. But for the most part, this is a great list to be on in terms of as a running back. There's a lot of potential with him, and there's just a lot of really great things to really say about him. Now, the overall outlook for him, Jeanty profiles as a backup to all pro running back long term. Strength of schedule is the only major issue in his profile. Both Ollie Gordon and Jeanty headline this class from a data perspective. Both backs have elite potential and have another year to improve on their numbers. So there really isn't a whole lot to really improve with Ashton. I mean, he could improve total offensive market share, maybe. He could improve his touchdown market share, but he's already good to go. This is one of those rare cases where, again, I don't think he should take my advice on this at all because he plays at Boise State. But if he say had the sort of accolades and um, the views of say like a Marvin Harrison Jr. or something like that, and you want to protect yourself for the NFL, maybe you do that if you're a back like him. Maybe you decide to take the year off and then enter the draft because his overall data from what he put up last year was good enough to be considered a first-round running back in many respects. Again, there's a lot of other things that go into it. Their character profile is a thing that a lot of NFL teams look at. Just different little things here and there. Again, I haven't seen him as a blocker on film, so I don't really know how well of a blocker he is. There's just little things here and there that I think NFL teams will probably look at for him. But his production, just from his production standpoint, even though it was at Boise State, he trucks guys, and when you watch him on film, he is fantastic. I like his film a little bit more than Ollie Gordon. I really do, in terms of just his physicality and his ability from that perspective. So I'm a big fan on Ashton. I think he's somebody who you need to be watching this year and in the future. And if you can get him early, if you are in an early dynasty league where you kind of can pick players a lot early, or at least I was in one league one year where you could draft a freshman, a sophomore, a junior, and a senior before the draft. He would be somebody I definitely would consider getting, in terms of that other area there. So again, big fan of him, and I'm excited to see what he does in his future. With all this stuff out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Jim Coburn. You can check out my other work at patreon.com/jcoburn. Also, check out my Twitter or X, formerly known as Twitter account, at Geometrics. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.